Hi guys, this is Teacher Party. Like, subscribe, share. This is Accounting with Teacher Party. Call your neighbors and friends. I won't rest up until this channel. Okay. Even if it's over 1 million, I will still not rest. Sorry about that. I will continue going strong. There's so much to be covered with regards to the accounting content. Okay. Guys, this is May 2021. This is the SAP. Ne? They ask one question. What is meant by the term vet vendor? There's a business that is registered for VAT in South Africa. It's 1 mark. So it should even take you half a second to do that, not even half a second. Marvelous Marvin Music. Mania uses the invoice-based method to calculate VAT. Name the alternative method that could be used. It's the cash basis with payment basis. Okay. What measure does SARS have in place to ensure that the uploaded information on the system is protected, not it is encrypted and password protected? What is the difference between VAT exempt items and zero rated items in South Africa? First of all, zero rated items, it's VATable, but it's VATable at 0. So any amount multiplied by 0 gives you a 0. So that's how zero rated items do not pay VAT. Exempt items, they do not have VAT levied on them at all. So zero rated items, they have VAT levied on them, but at 0. Complete the table below to calculate the amount per transaction and allocate it to the correct column. Due to SARS, due from SARS. Start the table with the opening amount given, calculate the amount due to SARS, and then the VAT payable to SARS. Guys, you should get 100% in this question. Now let's do this. So guys, about that, I just had to ask my neighbor to go and smoke somewhere. He smokes weed. So now we can smell it, especially if the door is opened. If you must know, I am staying in the flats. So we share lots of common space. So yeah. So I just want to cut this. Okay, so they want me to develop this thing. Why it's not going down? Okay, nonetheless. So let's go back to this one. Just like that. Say, Marvelous Marvin Music Mania is supplied with the following information and has asked you to complete the table to determine the VAT payable to or receivable to SARS. VAT is calculated on the invoice basis and VAT is 15%. Marvelous uses the markup of 25% goods on cost. Okay. Balance of VAT control account on 1st, so which means the financial year end is 30 May, was 1,300. This VAT was owed to Marvelous. So this means that it's the VAT refundable. So I'll make my notes here and say refundable. And I'll make my notes here and say payable. Okay. Then they're saying the total of credit purchase of trading stock was 78,200, inclusive of VAT. I'm going to do our calculations. So X equals to, so number 1, X equals to 78,200. This amount is inclusive of VAT. You go to the formula, calculating a VAT amount from a VAT inclusive amount, we're going to adopt that. $78,200 multiply by 15 divide by 115. So you have 10,200. And it's purchases, so that is input VAT. That is VAT refundable. So it's going to come here. $10,200. The owner donated trading stock to a local orphanage. The selling price, VAT inclusive of the instruments, was 13,800. Let's see. So this is donations. I wonder if they are taxable. Let's try. So we need to be sure if donations are taxable. So the selling price was 13,800, VAT inclusive. So we will use this method. Here you should be having a minus for this VAT refundable. You should be having a minus. It's VAT refundable. Okay, donations 13,800. Okay, so this is payable to source. Okay, trading stock was bought 81,000, cash excluding VAT. You should know to calculate that by now. Let's take this here. Excluding VAT, so you know the formula that we're going to use is this one, 15 divided by 100. Okay. 10% of the total credit purchases were returned during the month, which means it's that one. So now we need to do the input VAT correction. So we'll treat it as output VAT. Go through the notes again if you are struggling with that concept. If something was initially recorded as output VAT, when it's being fixed, it should go to the opposite, which is which is input VAT, vice versa. 78, 200. In fact, you've already calculated the VAT, so we just need to take out 10% of it. Discount was reversed on a dishonored check. The total amount owing was 713. Above that, the check was 690. Okay, that's 2 years. Yes, 2 minutes. Valueless. X equals to 713 minus 0 equals to 23. Right? I hope we are right. Or else it could be I hope we're correct because it's not clear. It's not clear if the 713 we're working with the 713 or we're working with the VAT on the discount. That on that one destined to be corrected. Bad debts written off total to 13,445. Now that's not telling us if this is VAT inclusive or VAT exclusive. Now let's take it 3. So this was discount received. So it was initially input VAT. Now we have to do output VAT adjustment. We have to do output VAT adjustment, which will work out to input VAT. So this run should be here. If I decide to take this run, that's to be written off. So if we're assuming that the bad debts include the VAT, so it's gonna be 13,455. If assuming is exclusive, then it will give us 28, of which I doubt it would be this case. $17.55. Okay. The answer is here. Goods were sold, VAT inclusive for cash and on credit. So VAT exclusive. $13,000. 103,500. $13 plus 15,525. Okay, guys, let's see if we are close to the truth or far away from the truth. Sorry about that. 1.3, 10,200, 1250, 1755 is correct. Okay. Yeah. 120, 1440 we do not have. Okay, so this one is correct. The one should have been here. Oh, you know why? This is discount allowed, not discount received. They are correct. Because we gave this discount to a debtor, we didn't receive it from the supplier. So we are correcting input VAT, so we should correct as output, vice versa. We correct it as output. The 13,000, okay. Okay, so we definitely missed the mark here. Yeah. So if I see something, which is sold, inclusive, those were sold, VAT inclusive for cash. However, guys, am I crazy? This is VAT inclusive. Apologies. Why do I think it's exclusive? I probably said it, but I didn't do it. Or I copied a formula hoping to change it. I didn't change it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. No. Okay. $12,000. $13,500. donation is VAT inclusive. 800. VAT exclusive. 13,800 multiplied by VAT inclusive less than 440, and less than the VAT is apportioned on is apportioned to the cost on inventory, because then this becomes 13,800 multiplied by 100, because divided by 125 multiplied by 50 divided by 115. There. So then it means they recognized donation is recognized at cost. The output VAT on it can be limited to or apportioned to cost. So donations is limited to the cost. 13,800 multiplied by 100 markup divided by 125 multiplied by Okay, so guys, we have done our fixes. Let's recalculate. Second, 63. Yes. Guys, like, subscribe, share.